Thank you, Doris, for inviting me up on the stage on behalf of the participants. And thanks to the trainers, facilitators, administrators from MCI and FRUIM. And thanks to many people that I cannot mention all because Doris restricted me to stay in the time limit because of her so many lengthy presentations. So I better start with Roswitha, but that I'll mention at the end maybe. From MCI we have one person, Tanwich. Thank you for being with us in Innsbruck. He had to deal a lot with us. He had to deal with all these diversity-based faculty. And Doris, thank you a lot for being with us and teaching us many things. And I'd like to mention one thing more again. I didn't mention this last night as well. She's a professor, she's a trainer, she's an administrator, but she's a good friend. And she's a good friend to all of us. And we saw this page in her hand, and she was describing everybody, but I will let you know that the director of finance, who is surprisingly tall, white, and who is funding for the dinners that we had. And I'd like to thank my mentor, Professor Johannes. He's been teaching a lot more interesting things in experiential learning things. When I was designing the applied software engineering methodology, I discussed with, I don't see teachers and trainers, I see here collaborators. So one of the collaborators is Johannes. Indeed, he's the mentor for all of us, but for the specific methodology, he extended a hand. I had to go to everybody to ask for the consent that can you be part of the exercise that we executing. But he himself, at many moments, offered us the service that, okay, I'm available for you. So thank you, Johannes, for being there with us. And Priya, thank you so much for getting all those messages we've been sending to you, the queries. And despite all these thank yous, sorry to Brigitte for the evil eye. I praised her in front of my colleagues and then she fell down. So I'm really sorry for that. And I'm thankful to many other colleagues with us, many other teachers with us. They've done a lot better. They've trained us in a better way. I thank the ambassador of Pakistan who came here and visited us on this really special day. There are many things to mention about him, but one thing that I would say that Pakistan really needs a few more like him. So if we have a few more, we'll be definitely prosperous. Okay, then from the other side, those still some people exist, I'll come here again. From the other side, I'd like to thank the Prime Minister of Pakistan, Mr. Imran Khan, who actually approved this project, and he realized that investing in human resources is actually needed. So I'd like to thank to him. I'd like to thank Dr. Ataur Rahman, who envisioned this whole project. And I'd like to thank the charismatic personality of PFIST. You will have met him. It's Dr. Nasser Ali Khan. And the one and only Dr. Mujahid, who has been at the leading end and who has been facilitating all through the lifespan that we've been spending in Austria and back there in Pakistan. And I would say that if there are two people responsible for everything is done, though there are so many more people. One is from Pakistan, that is Dr. Mujahid. And the second one is Roswitha from here. And this I would like to mention to the lead of Chamber of Commerce, that the way they did this happen, let this happen in hard circumstances, it was really impossible. So we had Dr. Mujahid with us, and you had Roswitha with you, and we'll let this happen. So I'm offering you something. Why not you be the Roswitha of Austria for us? For the projects we discussed with the ambassador and you, and we be the Dr. Mujahid from the PFISD side. So let's discuss a few more things to increase our economy. We discussed that, and I was surprised that, okay, we are not a good seller, but you should be a good buyer. you can have a lot more services from Pakistan, in IT and the electronic services. We just not export mangoes only, and there are so many more. So we'll discuss, and we'll let you into our technology park sometime. Thanks to Professor Pfeiffer for being another charismatic personality from Austria. I found he was, actually I found he's a really funny person from the yesterday evening. I thought he's not. So thank you for arranging everything for all of us, for this wonderful training. And I'll have to make an announcement as well about Roswitha. Should I? Okay, now that I know Brigitte will not come here, so I can break the deal.
You will never know.
Okay, actually there is so much affection. She's so much affectionate with Pakistan. She loves Pakistan, so she decided one thing, that okay, her last day of independence should be the day of independence of Pakistan. And you know what? 14th of August is the Independence Day for Pakistan, and she's going to marry on 14th of August. So, we wish you good luck for the last day of this, and we'll show you the videos of firecracking. Everybody will be celebrating in Pakistan your wedding. From the participants, the time we came here, we were colleagues back there. We spent a year together, but we were not as close as we are today.